Hey there. Okay, so I'm going to do a short little video on dividing with multiples of 10. Okay, some of us will be ready to move on with the lesson, some of us won't. So we're going to watch this video until everybody's ready to go. All right, so here's some example problems. So we are starting our division unit pretty soon, and we want to get our easy shortcuts out of the way. We want to learn how to estimate. We're going to do all these things before we do the actual long division method. And I'm sure some of you are probably gritting your teeth not wanting to do it, but we're going to ease into it, okay? So we're going to do this problem, and we're going to talk about multiples of 10. Okay, multiples of 10 are any number that ends in a 0, okay? Or multiples of 100 or any number that ends in 2 zeros. And there's a little bit of a shortcut because in 5th grade, we're going to do bigger numbers. We're going to have bigger divisors, and we need to be able to know how to solve these questions. Tomorrow, we're going to use estimation, and we need to know what to do with these zeros, okay? All right, so when we are dividing, okay, we want to make equal groups, okay? So I have this big old honking number, okay? And I'm trying to find equal groups of 90, okay? How many groups of 90? So our rule of thumb is to go one place value at a time. So we're gonna look at one place value at a time. Can 90 go into 6? Probably not. Can 90 go into 63? No. Okay, can 90 go into 630? Yes, we do know that 90 can go into 630. It's way bigger than 90. Okay, so your multiples of 9 are going to help you. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2, 18. 9 times 3, 27, 36, 45, 54, and 63, 72, 81, 90, right? Ooh, 90. Okay, so there's my 9s. So where do I see, ooh, I see 63 right there, right? So my 9s are just like my 90s, just with another little 0. Right, there's my 90s already. Okay, so 630, well, there you go. There's 630. So 90 can go into 630 how many times? 7, right? So 7 times. 7 times 90 gives me 630. Sorry, there's a line there, so I drew it. And there's nothing left over. Now, what do I do with that 0? Okay, so if you have no remainder and there's a 0 left inside your dividend, you're going to bring it up to your quotient, okay? 90 times 70, 0, 0, right, your shortcut. 90 times 70 is 630, okay? Now, instead of doing this long drawn-out process, okay, because today we're just doing multiples of 10, so it's going to be nice, easy numbers that we can work with. We should recognize our multiples pretty easy. I'm going to show you a shortcut, okay? And further on in your I don't even know how to say it. When you get into middle school, they're going to call it something different, okay? So you're balancing it out, you're canceling it out. But right now we're going to do something kind of cutesy, okay? We're going to call it O for an O, okay? Same problem, all right? So I'm going to rewrite it. Same problem, okay? When you have multiples of 10 on both sides, like in both parts of the equation, in your dividend and your divisor, you can do what's called canceling out. So you're equalizing it out by taking out a power of 10, okay? But we're gonna call it O for an O, kind of like there was an old law that's if there was eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, like if someone did you wrong, you could equal it out and you could balance it out by doing the same thing back to them, which we don't do anymore, right? But we're going to call it O for an O. So if there's a 0 in the divisor and a 0 in the dividend, we're going to cancel it out. Okay, it's got to keep it balanced. So here there were 2 zeros. Well, we're not going to cancel both of those out, okay, because there's only one here. So if I cancel those out, I'm left with a smaller problem. So I'm left with 630 divided by 9, right? And that's an easier problem because Well, it's a smaller number, right? So I'm dividing by 9, which we're used to dealing with a smaller number. 9, can it go into 6? No. Can it go into 63? Yes, right? Here are my 9s right here. 63 is 7, right? Or look. So 7, so 63. And then I have a 0 left in my quotient. Not in my quotient, but in my dividend. So if there's nothing left over, how many times can 9 go into 0? It's going to be 0 times. So 70 becomes my quotient. So a little bit shorter because we canceled out zeros. Okay, so I'm going to show you another example. All right. Example number 2. Multiples of 10. I like my super high class focus. All right. Let's do 400. Let's do 200 divided by 700. Ooh, this time we have 2 zeros. Okay. All right. So same thing. We could do the long drawn out process. Okay. Now right now it's easy because there's zeros, right? Can 700 go into 4? No. Can it go into 42? No. Can it go into 420? No. Okay. Can it go into 4,000? Yes. I don't know how many times though, right? Now, if we stick to the I for an I or O for an O method, right? We're going to see, are there zeros in both the dividend and the divisor? Okay. Yes, my divisor has 2 zeros and my dividend has 2 zeros. Well, let's cancel it out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And I'm left with a smaller problem, 42 divided by 7. Now what we did is we just factored out a 100, okay? We just factored out 100. So this is 7 sets of 100 and this is 42 sets of 100. So we're just doing how many times can 7 go into 42 now. Okay, so 42, 7 can go into 42 6 times. Okay, over here, I would have had to do it, and I'd have to figure it out to say, well, I don't know how many times. You'd have to do your multiples of 700, but again, my multiples of 700 are the same as my multiples of 7, just with 2 zeros, right? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Oh, look, there's 4,200, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now, since I'm doing 4,200, okay, it didn't go into the thousands place, didn't go into hundreds, didn't go into the tens, it went into it just 6 times. Okay, so that's O for an O. I'm going to try another one. Try it all by yourself. Okay. How many zeros can you take away? Sometimes you can't take them away. Sometimes you can. Only if they both have a 0 in the dividend and in the divisor. Okay, I hope you said 1. Yes? If you said 1, you're correct. If you didn't, then you're not right. So now I'm left with 54 divided by 6. A little bit smaller problem. Okay, and this should be back to like your basic facts. 54 can be broken into 6 9 times, right? And you can even check, well, what is, let's go back to the original problem. What is 9 groups of 60? Let's check. Because remember, it's really 60. We were just doing the shortcut, right? That's 0, and that's 540. Oh, checks out. It gives me my original dividend. Okay, so it equals 9 groups. Okay, I hope that helps.